Hello students, I am Toton Ghosh. I am an English tutor. I live at Bardhaman in West Bengal. If you want to contact me, you can contact me through this email ID totonghoshacademy@gmail.com. totonghoshacademy@gmail.com. Are you looking for a competitive English teacher? So you can contact me through this email ID. I give special focus on English grammar and writing skill. So now let's get to the topic. Indian Weaver is a short, meaningful poem written by famous Indian poetess Sarojini Naidu. The poem has been taken from her first collection of poems, The Golden Threshold, published in 1905. Through this poem, the poetess has stated three different stages of human life. She has used various symbols, poetic devices, and figures of speech in the poem to convey the theme of the poem. Each stanza indicates the modes related to these stages. Now, let me say something about the writer. Sarojini Naidu was a well-known Indian poet. She was a political activist, feminist. She was the first Indian woman who became the president of the Indian National Congress. She was also an independence activist. Her work in Indian English literature is remarkable. Now, let me summarize the poem, which will be very easy for all of you to understand the poem in a better way. Indian Weaver, in this poem, the poetess talks about three types of garments that the weaver weaves at particular times of the day. The poem is divided into three stanzas, and each stanza denotes a particular time and garment: the morning, the evening, the moonlight night. The poem is in the form of a discussion where the poetess is asking questions and weaver is answering. The weavers are busy weaving clothes in different colors throughout the day. Each color, as well as the timings of the day, symbolizes different occasions in one's life. In the morning, they weave a bright blue-colored cloth for a newborn baby, symbolizing birth and happiness. During the day, they weave a bright-colored purple and green cloth for the marriage veil of a queen, signifying life's celebration. Finally, at night, they weave a white-colored cloth for the shroud of a dead body, signifying death. People of different communities usually wear or gift different colors of clothes on different occasions. Color symbolizes different feelings, moods, and ideas. E.g., red color symbolizes romantic mood or love and danger. Different times of the day represent different stages of life. Morning represents childhood, evening youth, and night death or end of life. Now let me recite the first stanza of the poem. Weavers, weaving at break of day, why do you weave a garment so gay? Blue as the wing of a halcyon wild, we weave the robes of a newborn child. It means that at break of day, means in the morning, the weavers are weaving a garment. They are happy. They are very happy and enthusiastic. Here gay means happy and enthusiastic. The garment that they are weaving is blue, and the poet compares it with the wing of a bird, wild halcyon. The poetess asks the question to them why they are weaving this blue garment early in the morning with such great happiness. The weavers reply that they are weaving this robe for a newborn baby. In the second stanza, weavers weaving at fall of night, Why do you weave a garment so bright? Like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green, we weave the marriage veils of a queen. This stanza shows that at fall of night means in the evening, weavers are weaving a garment that is very bright. The garment has bright colors like purple and green. The poetess compares it with the plumes of a peacock. The poetess asks them why they are weaving such a bright and colorful cloth. The weavers answer that they are weaving a marriage dress for a bride. In the poem, the bride is called a queen because every girl feels that she is the queen of her partner. In the third stanza, weavers weaving solemn and still. What do you weave in the moonlight chill? White as a feather and white as a cloud, we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. In the third stanza, the poet means to say that in the moonlit chill night, means in the coldest night, the weavers are still busy in their job. But at this time, they are very serious and calm. They are weaving a garment that is white. The poetess compares the whiteness of the cloth with the whiteness of a feather, or with the whiteness of a feather and clouds. The poetess inquires them what they are weaving in this cold, unpleasant atmosphere. The weavers reply to her that they are weaving cloth for a dead person's funeral. Now, let me say something about the theme of the poem. The theme of the poem is the life cycle of human beings. The poem represents 3 stages of life: childhood, adulthood, and old age. All 3 stages are indicated by the events of weaving a garment. In the first stanza, the morning indicates the new beginning of life, that is birth. In the second stanza, the evening indicates adulthood. Finally, in the last stanza, dark night indicates old age. Now, let me say something about the symbols which are being used in the poem. The morning symbolizes birth. The evening symbolizes youth. Night symbolizes death, means it is the final stage of life. Here has been used many colors. Blue color mentioned in the first stanza symbolizes the happiness of childhood. Purple green color stands for a new beginnings of and responsibilities in youth days. Lastly, white indicates colorlessness in the life of old age. The wing of a halcyon wild, the freedom and enjoyment of a childhood life is symbolized through the wings of a bird. To say about the imagery, the poet has painted the picture of Indian weavers who weave tirelessly at different times of the day. Similarly, the line weavers weaving at break of day creates images of early morning and weavers weaving cloth. The plumes of a peacock, purple and green, creates a beautiful picture of a peacock. Here has been used figure of speech, different types of figure of speech. Alliteration. Weavers weaving at fall of night. Here, both the words W and W starts with W and W. So it is alliteration. Weavers weaving. Next, we wave the robes of a newborn babe. Both the letters starts with W and W. So we wave. It is also an alliteration. Repetition. White as a feather and white as a cloud. White and white. The word white is repeated here. So it is a repetition. There is also interrogation. Why do you weave a garment so gay? It is a question, so it is a interrogation. It is an interrogation. Next, why do you weave a garment so bright? What do you weave in the moonlight or in the moonlight chill? This is also interrogation. So the message of the poem is that life is full of ups and downs. Everyone has to go through these stages for their final destiny, which is salvation. The poem also highlights the hard work of Indian weavers and forces us to think about their condition. Though they make clothes for every event of life, they are neglected. Thank you to all of my dear students.